له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون يا أيها الناس اتقوا ربكم الذي خلقكم من نفس واحدة وخلق منها زوجها وبث منهما رجالا كثيرا ونساء واتقوا الله الذي تساءلون به والأرحام إن الله كان عليكم رقيبا يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله وقولوا قولا سديدا يصلح لكم أعمالكم ويغفر لكم ذنوبكم ومن يطع الله ورسوله فقد فاز فوزا عظيما. Allah mentions in Quran in Surah Ibrahim, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ألم تر كيف ضرب الله مثلا كلمة طيبة كشجرة طيبة أصلها ثابت وفرعها في السماء. Allah says, don't you see that Allah has brought out or set forth an example, a parable, a simile? And what is that? A good word, like a good tree, whose root is very firmly fixed and its branches reach to the sky very high, giving its fruits at all times by permission of his Lord. تؤتي أكلها حين بإذن ربها, by permission of his Lord. ويضرب الله الأمثال للناس لعلهم يتذكرون. So Allah set forth these examples for mankind so that they can remember. So any ayah in Quran we see it has two broad categories, muhkamat and mutashabihat. A muhkam ayah or verse is the one which is clear in its meaning to all without any ambiguity. It's, for example, Allah orders some ahkam like Salāt, Zakat, Sawm of Ramadan, Hajj. These are very clear rulings of Quran about haram, halal. Whereas many verses in the Quran, these are mutashabih verses, which are also clear, but for some open to interpretation. Mutashabih literally means resembling verses. As Allah says in Surah Zumar, Allahu nazzala ahsana al-hadisi kitaban mutashabihan masani. Allah has sent down the best statements, a book, its parts resembling each other and often repeating each other. So these examples or parables are often present in the Quran. And Imam Suyuti rahmatullahi says in his book Ittiqan fi Ulum al-Quran, which is one of the best books on Quranic sciences, that one who refers to muhkam ayah to understand a mutashabih ayah, that will be the correct guidance. Otherwise, misinterpretation of ayat can lead to misguidance and even shirk. And Allah Himself mentions this in Quran, in Surah Al-Imran, when He says, فَأَمَّا الَّذِينَ فِي قُلُوبِهِمْ زَيْغٌ فَيَتَّبِعُونَ مَا تَشَابَهَ مِنْهُ ابْتِغَاءَ الْفِتْنَةِ وَابْتِغَاءَ تَأْوِيلِهِ وَمَا يَعْلَمُ تَأْوِيلَهُ إِلَّا اللَّهُ. Those who have disease in their heart, deviation from the truth, what they do? They follow what is not entirely clear and try to further deviate. What they seek is fitna, trying to seek the hidden meanings, but no one knows the hidden meanings except who? Except Allah. So when Allah says in this ayah I mentioned earlier, the good word is like a firm fixed tree. Here all the Mufassirin agree that Allah is referring to Kalima al-Tayyiba, Shahada. La ilaha illallah. There is no God but Allah. And this good tree here is which tree? The palm tree, the date palm tree. And why I'm saying that this interpretation is there, because Prophet ﷺ himself told this to companion when one of them asked him, and this is hadith narrated by Abdullah ibn Umar radiallahu anhu, that he referred this tree to palm tree. Why? Because it's firm, it's roots go deep in the earth, and it's very firm in good weather or bad weather, it doesn't matter. It provides shades in a very hot desert, and it's stable, unshaken, and that's what Allah compares the good tree to. It gives abundant fruits, and that's what a good word gives to humans. And that's the topic of my khutbah, inshallah, today. Allah continues, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, وَمَثَلُ كَلِمَةٍ خَبِيثَةٍ كَشَجَرَةٍ خَبِيثَةٍ. And parable or example of evil word is that of an evil tree, uprooted. أَجْتُثَّتْ مِنْ فَوْقِ الْأَرْضِ مَا لَهَا مِنْ قَرَارٍ. It's uprooted from the surface of the earth with no stability or firmness. And this evil word, this is the opposite of kalma, the statement of disbelief, the opposite of shahada. And Allah says it's like a dead tree. It has no sound roots. It will go away, disappear from the face of earth. This is how disbelief is. And if somebody follows it, it will make him, the human like that too, uprooted, gone without any positive impact, neither on themselves nor on the people or society around them. All they will do is just damage the environment, maybe temporarily, but then they will disappear like many wrong nations disappear from the face of earth. Their word is lie, corrupt, evil. Their message will be uprooted too and forgotten. Allah continues this surah and says, يُثَبِّتُ اللَّهُ الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا بِالْقَوْلِ الثَّابِتِ فِي الْحَيَاةِ الدُّنْيَا وَفِي الْآخِرَةِ وَيُضِلُّ اللَّهُ الظَّالِمِينَ وَيَفْعَلُ اللَّهُ مَا يَشَاءُ. Allah will keep firm those who believe with the word that stands firm. So this Kalima al-Tayyiba, whoever believes in it, will stand firm in this world and in the hereafter. And Allah causes the Zalimun to go astray. And Allah does what He wills. Mufassirin further advance this interpretation of this and say the good word is what Allah has spoken. The word, the unshakable words in Quran. Circumstances change, but Allah's word remains unshaken. And we know this after almost 1500 years, 1400 years and a half, Quran's word didn't change. This word takes root in the soul and brings firmness in humans. And that human becomes like that date palm tree himself, gives fruits to others, provides shades to others of benefit. Not only it's important for the tree to keep the nutrition going for itself, even that date palm tree, if we don't continue its nutrition, it will eventually die. So this is the state of human. Even if you have this Quran, this Islam given to you, but you don't keep on getting the nutrition, you will be uprooted like a dead date palm tree too. These are amazing parables and contrasts Allah gives in this surah, and then it's a time to comprehend. And opposite is corrupt one. The corrupt one, whose word is corrupt one? The opposite of Quran. Whatever comes from shaitan, whatever comes from our own nafs. Nafs al-ammara, Allah describes this, the commanding self, who knows what's right, but we kind of ignore. Allah mentioned in Surah Tawbah, خَلَقَ السَّمَاوَاتِ وَالْأَرْضَ بِالْحَقِّ. Allah created the heavens and the earth with truth, a true word. And that's why this creation is ongoing. It's not based on any lie or illusion or a false word, because all of these things will be uprooted. The kalima can further be interpreted in a broader sense. Any concept which is good, moral, will ultimately continue in society, will benefit everyone. And any word or idea which is immoral or evil will harm the society, but it will eventually disappear. The moral values of society change with time. The things which we in past were considered bad looked at in a way that we shouldn't do it. The society has accepted many of these things. So you have to always go back to sources, Quran and Hadith, and keep on the nutrition. Otherwise, we'll become like that dead tree, the date palm, who doesn't get his water, or the sunlight was not provided. And that's what Quran and Hadith is all about. Imam Razi Rahmatullah Alayh takes this understanding to even next level and says that this ability to speech is not only the Quran, it's also a human. Whatever a human speaks is a good word too. And how it will come? Through knowledge and wisdom and understanding of Quran, to enlightening not your own selves but also others around you. Allah says in Surah Rahman, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, the very beginning, Ar-Rahmanu allama al-Quran, khalaq al-insan, allamahu al-bayan. The most gracious, Allah has taught the Quran, He created the human being, and He did what? Allamahu al-bayan. He taught him eloquent speech. Bayan is not just a speech, it's thoughtful, articulate, very comprehensive speech, true, make things clear, and this is required for human beings. Allah made human, the first human, and when He made him, He said, Allama Adam al-asma'a kullaha. He taught Adam all the names of everything. What is this names of everything He is referring to? Same thing, the knowledge He gave Adam. And Allah asked to show this knowledge to angels, because even angels didn't have this bayan, this intelligence, this power of speech, expression, capacity to understand and relate the things in a way which are true. But humans have another characteristic too. We forget, we ignore. We know it's true, as I said earlier, but we reject. But Allah didn't stop teaching us these names. Allah kept on sending prophets after prophets. And now us, after the last prophet, to spread this knowledge, the power of speech based on truth. That's the mercy of Allah on Muslims. أقول قولي هذا واستغفر الله لي ولكم ولسائر المسلمين فاستغفروه إنه هو الغفور الرحيم. Allah says in the Quran, Nurul ala nurin yahdillahu linurihi man yasha. So this light is present in ourselves, in our heart, but it just needs another light of revelation. So it sparks, and human becomes illuminated with this good word. But Allah will guide His light to whomever He wills. Like He said, وَيُضِلُّ اللَّهُ الظَّالِمِينَ وَيَفْعَلُ اللَّهُ مَا يَشَاءُ. And He does what He does. However, we have our own work to do, so He can guide us. And that's the beauty of this Quran, the beauty of the word of Allah. The whole Quran explaining one part by another. The message is consistent. One part doesn't contradict the other, and that's the miracle of Quran. But not only Quran, the ahadith of Prophet ﷺ. I was, for my education, going on these days, reading Ibn Taymiyyah's book. He names his book, 500 pages, Kalima al-Tayyiba, the good words. And one of these pages, each page is either a Quranic verse dua or a prophet's dua, what he advised us to do while we're doing different things on a daily basis. When you come out of the home, Bismillah tawakkaltu ala Allah, la hawla wa la quwwata illa billah. When you wake up, Alhamdulillah alladhi ahyana ba'da ma amatana wa ilayka an-nushur. When you drive, when you eat, when you go to sleep, what you should do each day. These are important good words, and they will strengthen your heart. Simple Subhanallah, Alhamdulillah, Allahu Akbar, La ilaha illallah. Prophet said that these are very easy on tongue, but will be very heavy on scale in the day of judgment. So we should educate ourselves, and these are simple, small little du'as to remember, and they're all part of the good words we are talking about today. We just, begin our khutbah of Jumu'ah. Every Jumu'ah we say, Ya ayyuhallazina amanu taqullaha wa qulu qawlan sadida. O who believe, keep your duty to Allah, fear Him, and speak the true word, which hits the mark. And that's a hukm, that's a muhkam ayah. How we could speak the truth is only speaking through the knowledge, the one we bring in our tongues and in our hearts. And this will change our life. You will see the heart which is inspired by Iblis, Shaitan, that will go away. And that's what promise of Allah and Prophet. When he said, do this dua, sleep with the Kul Huwallah and Surah Al-Falaq and Surah Al-Nas, and see, the angels will be protecting you till you wake up. And not only here, in this world, Allah says, if you say this good word, يُصْلِحْ لَكُمْ أَعْمَالَكُمْ وَيَغْفِرْ لَكُمْ ذُنُوبَكُمْ وَمَنْ يُطِعِ اللَّهَ وَرَسُولَهُ فَقَدْ فَازَ فَوْزًا عَظِيمًا. He will direct you to the righteous good deeds if you do this. He will show you the guidance. Forgive our sins. And whoever obeys Allah and His Messenger, that's the greatest achievement. And this is the real formula. Nothing else. Allah will only guide us if we stick to this Kalima al-Tayyiba, Shahada, if we stick to the Prophet saying the good word of Quran and Hadith. Inna Allaha wa malaikatahu yusalluna ala nabi ya ayyuhallazina amanu sallu alayhi wa sallimu taslima. Inna Allaha ya'muru bil 'adli wal ihsan wa ita'i dhil qurba wa yanha 'anil fahsha'i wal munkari wal baghi ya'izukum la'allakum tadhkurun. Uzkuru Allaha wastaghfiruhu wa aqimus salat.
الله أكبر الله أكبر أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله حي على الصلاة حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح حي على الفلاح قد قامت الصلاة قد قامت الصلاة الله أكبر لا إله إلا